She walks in beauty like the night, and all that's best of dark and bright, of cloudless skies and starry skies, meeting her respect and her eyes. Tell of death and goodness first.
still forgot to check the mic levels. That's better. And welcome back to the Kingdom of Jerusalem, where Queen Gerhild, the Sword of God, has recently acquired the throne and indeed caused the kingdom to be created as the result of the... Sorry. I try not to have that happen, but I often forget. I wonder if there's a sense... There must be a sensible way I could override that so that it doesn't end up at a stupid volume. What could it be that's breaking it? Anyway, where were we? We were in Jerusalem, yes, where Queen Gerhild has recently arranged that she controls at least the entire de jure kingdom of Jerusalem, and is now considering the possibilities of forming an empire of the Outremer. And I've been reading about the historic Outremer, which was not quite as large as the empire that Queen Gerhild hopes to be able to form. So Queen Gerhild is probably the second most terrifying military mind in the known world, after her mother. Let's see, sort everyone in the world by military strength. No, she's the third most, because of Count Ljuvia of Nafusa, who still has a plus 20 martial bonus from getting military advice from Jesus, which Queen Gerhild does not get because she is not possessed. But he's 66, so she'll probably fairly soon be the greatest military mind second greatest military mind in the world. Though the chief of Helgoland is coming up pretty close behind. And his is... Okay, he's got a +5 from filled gates of hell with stones. Which is like, I suppose, another way to get yourself a phenomenal military score. Okay, why does Timotheos have a ludicrous military martial score then? Right, that one is actually like perfectly ordinary. Why is he not our marshal? Because he won't join our court. He likes his current liege. I usually wonder what MT meant. They've worked out very quickly, and they come up with the idea of a new fungible testament. So, yes, where were we? So, yes, the Sword of God is looking, I think, eastwards towards all these nice, squishy Muslim realms. In particular, well, actually, there is only one nice, squishy Muslim realm to her east, which is kind of awkward, because she's pretty much entirely surrounded by the Banu Furat Sultanate, who are indeed the kingdom that Jerusalem was carved out of. So if she's going to go... declaring holy wars on people, it's basically got to be Banu Furat. I think her plan there needs to be to break the kingdom up so that she doesn't get hugely bogged down in long truces. I suppose it might help that the current sultan is a lunatic. So probably thus she wants to take the kingdom off them. For that, she is going to need to be in a position to usurp it. You can't usurp the sole primary title of ruler of another religion who still holds land within it. So we need to ensure that the Banu Furat Sultanate does not overlap with de jure Syria, which essentially means taking this patch off them first. And based on that, there are essentially 3 duchies we can go for, emirates, I suppose. Damascus, which has 5 counties in it. Antioch, which only has 2. Or Tripoli, which has 3. So, I mean, she could also go on a holy war for Sinai, which would gain all of 1 county down there, or Arabia, which is kind of tempting, like 5 counties and gets us a connection to the Red Sea, which would then just about allow us to declare holy war on this lot. But I think we want to go for Damascus and start breaking up the Sultanate. So I've looked around our other neighbours in the hope that we might be able to find another war we could usefully declare. And my favourite one, well, the only one I can find, really, is that the Mulkayid Emirate is actually the Emirate of Galish, whose like de jure territory is all the way up here, because the Najidids are weirdly split between this large lump in kind of Persia and Iraq and this other lump in goodness knows Ukraine. So, and that duchy has a bunch of claimants who are Christians and hence willing to join our court. And the current Duke, Emir, is in prison, and thus we can press a weak claim against him. So I think we kind of want to go have an attack on them as well. But they are inconveniently part of the Sultanate of Iraq, who are like a good deal more scary than Banu al-Furat. The Najidids are not small, though like neither are we. So possibly I should start by going after Banu al-Furat. Oh, but actually there is one thing I should do first. So Gerhild's daughter is Princess Ansa of Jerusalem, and she is currently being tutored by the court chaplain of Egypt, which doesn't seem like the best person for several reasons. So I think we should get her back and get her being tutored by, say, Queen Gerhild herself, so as to ensure she turns into a useful future ruler of Jerusalem. So this is slightly complicated by the fact that Princess Ansa's liege is actually Queen Adalberta and not her mother Gerhild. We've seen this before. It seems that if you have a landed character and their child is being tutored by their landed liege, then if you have an unlanded character and their child is being tutored by their landed liege, then when the unlanded character becomes landed, the child stays in the previous court and doesn't join the court of the newly landed parent, which is inconvenient. But we can still ask. So if we ask for her to have someone in my court tutor her, the answer is no. She'll be a hostage in a foreign power, which is kind of silly because she's my daughter. But happily, there's something that overrides that, which is if I say that Gerhild wishes to tutor her, then that's fine. Guardian is the parent, and that's acceptable no matter what. So I think we'll get Ansa back from her grandmother and get her under the tutelage of Queen Gerhild, which I think will improve matters. And then, yes, I think so he's only got 3,000 troops. Gerhild can raise 4,000 and a bit just from her own land, which will probably do the job. Now they do end up rather inconveniently organised if I do that. may as well. Right, so... Yes, so Anster's liege is still her grandmother. Which in particular means we don't get to control who she marries. We can propose people, but it's up to her grandmother to, like, decide. That also means we can only choose people in our court. Yes, so if we're going to, like, marry her off to a convenient genius, we're going to have to find someone we can get into our court. So if we want an unmarried man who will join our court, there are no unmarried geniuses who will join our court. Are there any unmarried male geniuses who might join our court? Well, there's the 66-year-old Chancellor of Wieland. Don't think he's going to be a very good match for our 7-year-old daughter. But, like, he is actually all there is. This is inconvenient. There may need to be a certain amount of Princess Anster murdering her first husband just in order to get a good one. Well, we'll see how it goes. So that army has 1675, 2356. This army is all of 200. We may need to raise some vassal armies just in order to get our, like, people in a sensible order. I mean, he is currently at war with the Byzantine Empire, though, so maybe he'll be distracted anyway. Well, let's wait for that lot to arrive in Irbid and then we'll stomp them. Or maybe no, we should sit here, wait for him to become movement locked, and then charge in there. And he'll get a benefit from being in the desert, but, like, we are going to turn up with a phenomenal number of troops, so it shouldn't be a problem. Meanwhile, we should invite a claimant on this duchy. Should we do that now, or should we wait until... No. Let's wait until we're reasonably close to finishing this war, in case it turns out that that one is not going to work. No, you can't run away. Oh, good. I mean, right now I'm trying not to use my vassal troops because they're... that was a rather quick battle. Let's plant you lot over there. Take their capital first. Because my vassals are kind of a bit grumpy. Right, well, we should probably be pouring money into, well, everything, frankly, given how much of it we've got. Oh, good. The Independence faction has disbanded because we've cheered up Prince Seward. Right. What are my council doing now, then? I think, given our religious situation, namely that everyone around here is still a Muslim, we should send this guy out to our newly claimed territory. Don't think we need scheming right now, so you can go and study technology in the traditional place. Though maybe it would have been better to go to Capua. You're overseeing the construction of the magnificent garden, and you're probably worth having around for that, though maybe we want to actually have you leading an army. And here we want to make sure we stick a siege leader in order to push the building over a bit, finish the siege a bit quicker. There appear to be some fleeing enemy troops just to my north. Where are they going then? They're heading down there. We have got twice as many troops, plus some spectacular commanders. So I'm kind of inclined to go there and give them a quick beating up. I mean, our flank structure is still terrible, but, like, I think we can still flatten them. Let's do what we did last time and wait for them to be movement locked before we move. And yes, that'll abandon the siege, but the siege hasn't gone anywhere anyway. Yeah, okay, thank you. I think we probably can withdraw you from there now. He's about to go up to 94, yes. Let's shift our Chancellor to... I mean, probably we want to be going out and breaking up other people's... Let's gently encourage dissent in some of our neighbours' territories. Right, so we'll see how this goes. I fear this is not going to go well for that flank. But maybe we can squish their centre fast enough to compensate. One day you will have to specialise, I hear the voice of my old quartermaster in my head. As I look out over the battlefield and the desert of Azarka, the sight fills me with resolve. I need to find a focus for future battles, but what will it be? Well, I only have one choice, but it's the obviously good one. Master desert terrain, because if we're going east, it's going to be quite a lot of desert. Queen Gerhild is now a desert expert, plus 20% to combat in desert, being an expert at leading troops in the desert. Sadly, she's flanking the wrong flank. Flank that flank, it's falling apart. We're falling apart there. That's better. Pinkbee says, yep, that's a desert. Oh, they're much more complicated than that. I could have sworn I heard the enemy commander, Wali Timur, barking orders, but I searched the desert. He is nowhere to be found. A fellow soldier finally informs me that he has been spotted cowering in the far back behind a dead tree, and most disgracefully, behind his troops. Well, I think I'd better chase him down for a personal duel. It's a good day for a duel, I chuckle, hefting my Basque Crusader falchion in my hand. Enough talking, my opponent growls. Soon Wali Timur is lying face down in the mud as I have seen to bash my Basque Crusader falchion down hard across his body. I walk away victorious. 50 prestige, duel victory. He is wounded and badly bruised. And I have more duel and battlefield experience. Well, that's very helpful. I've just successfully raised 5 camels. Okay, come over here and join me. I mean, it's worth it just for the camel of it all. Camel. Where was I? I was deciding whether to push over this place or whether to besiege this place or go back to where I was. Let's besiege here rather than trying to get to their capital. It's too much faff. We want to stick. Actually, let's stick a siege leader on the left flank, so that the rather feeble right flank can continue to have someone reasonably strong in it. Oh, we found another. Oh, my. I've now got 14 camels. We picked up an extra 9 camels en route. County of Ascalon has converted. Yes, that's nice. So we now have 2 Catholic counties. Actually, I'm not sure we gain much by breaking up the... Sorry, I've just realised I was paused even though the camel appeared to be walking. Were you bringing in another army? Oh right, no, it's only still only 5 camels. It's just got some other things in there as well now. Oh dear. Someone has inflicted heavy casualties on our besiegers. Do want to... Oh, a foreign court can teach a child all kinds of important lessons. Everything from respecting to understanding and even adapting to other people's traditions and culture. My ward, my daughter, has learnt several important lessons of life at my court, as foreign as it may be from its father's court. Hang on, Ansa's father is my husband, who is in Jerusalem, I think. No, he's at court in Fustat. Okay, come back to Jerusalem, King Yasser. What are you doing in Fustat? Well, yes, Ansa is indeed thriving under Queen Gerhild's care, and has gained 1 point of stewardship as a result. I'm not going to question Ansa's choice of pronouns. I mean, I could do with... I kind of don't want to leave off this siege in order to annoy those armies. On the other hand, they are faffing around a bit. Oh, she's gone back to being feminine now. My daughter Ansa is a charitable little rascal. She just gave her newest toy to the smith's son. Yep, we like charitable. Become charitable. I have a second person on the other side of this war now. He's like an actually serious count. Where is he? Quite nearby too. Maybe I should actually... Actually, I was thinking about raising my vassals, but I can, of course, hire the Knights Templar instead. Like, it'll cost me a bit of my fairly ludicrous... Oops, pause, Ben, while you're talking. ludicrous amount of piety, and they cost some money per month, but it won't piss off my vassals. Yeah, let's bring in the Knights Templar. And then lend them some of my good commanders. Ah! Oh no, that's just the peasants revolting. Yeah, someone else can deal with the peasant revolt in Jaffa. Maybe... Oh... You're heading for Damashq. We're heading for Damashq. This lot are now available. In that we've finished pushing over the capital. Let's... Are those guys going to turn around when they notice there's our entire army plus the Knights Templar turning up? These guys are still slightly further away. Intriguing. Let's wait. So these guys probably won't be scared by my army marching in there. Because, like, we're small. And then they'll go, oh, bloody hell, it's the Knights Templar. That's the plan, anyway. Actually, let's tell the Knights Templar to pause briefly here until these guys are movement locked. Right. Now the Knights Templar should come and join in. We should make sure we're reasonably well organised insofar as we can be. No thanks. So this will look slightly embarrassing from our point of view. Oh, we could... Can we reorganise these usefully? No, the Knights Templar are basically 3 equal-sized lumps. Right, well, that should go fairly well. We have got 2 desert experts. They have barely got commanders. Our ongoing struggle outside... Sorry. The word outside was tripping me up because I was looking 2 words ahead and going, how the hell am I going to pronounce that? Our ongoing struggle outside of Bardawil, has brought out the best of our military strategists. One of them is a Basque veteran with a penchant for innovation. He is suggesting that he retire from the battlefront and return to Jerusalem to continue his work safe from flying arrows. Is he actually a good commander? He's not that good, no. I think we should pay 45 gold and get 30 military technology points and more military spread rate. Right, you've won the Battle of Shaba. This place has a decent supply limit, yes. Oops, no, that wasn't the button I wanted. How's our cash situation? Yeah, it's quite expensive running running my levies and the Knights Templar. Might dismiss the Knights Templar fairly soon. What? My vassals just declared war on the Knights Templar. Stop it. Because the Grand Master of the Knights Templar controls Belfort. And apparently Prince Seward has decided he wants Belfort. Look, I would quite like the Knights Templar on my side. Not helpful. Right, we have some stables in Ramallah. More camels. Oh, also, this is part of my domain now, isn't it? Oh, I should tidy up down here. Oh, that's still building stables, though they've almost been finished. But actually, we've got a city and a bishopric there that probably wants someone in them. Let's since this war seems to be going all right, let's find the claimant to this place. Pick a claimant, any claimant. Let's pick the youngest one probably. So we could invite Boris. Yes, I am actually planning to press your claim. Shockingly enough. Excuse me, where am I? Yeah, right. Upgrade stables. Upgrade stables. I mean, I'm not quite sure what happens given that I've hired the Knights Templar, whether they're like now unable to defend themselves. I've got another 1,000 troops I could raise if I wanted to. I mean, I can't without dismissing my levies and then re-raising them. How many have I got raised at the moment? I've currently got 3,500. He's got 2,700 at his disposal. He's still got 3,250. Yeah, I don't think I really want to let the Knights Templar go just yet. Right, Boris Ivanovich has arrived at my court. So now I probably would be able to declare war on Iraq, except that I've got levies raised. Just considering, so since I have some landed titles here, I could actually turn him into the mayor of Sahab, which would have the odd consequence that we'd end up with a little republic. But like, I don't think I really mind that. So yes, do our usual thing of making him a sensible religion. The Knights Templar have just created a defensive pact against me. Lots of other people are joining this holy war, which is kind of inconvenient. That was quick. Let's make him Mayor of Sahab. So now he is technically just about landed. Presume you're not going to give up yet, no. Not least because you just recruited a bunch of friends. So, yes. Some very nice forts out here. Possibly we should nip next door simply so that we can push over those nice small places. I mean, taking the capital is obviously going to be somewhat beneficial. He swiped the Knights Templar's castle. I think I should nip back over here. Oh no, maybe I shouldn't. No, there's enough supply limit there. Because those three are going to be quite cheap to push over. Okay, maybe I should just go back to Damashq and give them a quick kicking. If they're going to neatly present themselves there. You're currently streaming things, so you might not want to have long, detailed discussions. Simon can hear us stoked. Tiziat asks, can't you execute your vassal for gross political incompetence or something? I don't think I can.
You can try it if you like, but you can try it.
Yes, he. One of my vassals just went to war with the Knights Templar and won because I had the Knights Templar hired, so they couldn't go back to defend their castle. And I'm not sure I want to piss off the Knights Templar. Right, now we're trying to besiege this place, but let's wait until that lot end up movement locked. Excellent. Tech points from Constantinople. Yes, thank you. To the filthy spider Gerhild, may you be sewn up alive in the belly of a dead camel. I accept paying your ransom for the safe return of Mayor Murad.
You accept paying the ransom. We do not in any way sound very happy about this.
Right, let's just march back.
Mostly cross.
Right, now that's not really a helpful bit of distrust, so... Right. Now, back to besieging this. Probably not worth assaulting it. Well, we can let the Knights Templar go if we assault it. Right, go on. Accept my offer of peace. No! Bah! In that case, I have no choice but to get into another battle with you. Right. So this is a holy war, so I need to check that no one else has any territory occupied. They don't. So I can enforce my demands, get 100 piety, 50 prestige, and moreover, the whole of the Emirate of Damashq. Right, the Jerusalemite Holy War for Damashq has ended. Queen Gerhild of Jerusalem won. She has carved the Banal Farad Sultanate in half. I noticed that Sinai is busy nicking a bit of territory from Syria down there. Given a chance, I should try to work out how I can steal the Duchy of Sinai off my mother, because that's part of the area I want for Outremer, but that's quite a long way down the list, I think. In particular, I think what we want to do now is to dismiss our own troops and say hello to the Najidids. Oh, maybe I don't need my claimant, because the de jure Duchy of Palmyra adjoins my new territory. I can actually go to war with the Najidids for Palmyra. Ooh. I mean, it ends up being a bit weird because this guy, or rather his liege, is occupying one county of Palmyra, and the Najidids are occupying those two, and the Byzantine Empire is occupying that one. So if I claim Gallic, I get that county plus that county up there, which is of very little use. Whereas if I Holy War for Palmyra, I get something much more useful. I might even get that one, it looks like. I mean, it's outlined. It feels weird, because it's not under his control at the moment. This one, of course, has the disadvantage that he will bring in other Sunni rulers. I also probably ought to do something about the size of my domain. May have to wait. May have to wait a day for this to stabilise a bit. Oh no, sorry, the county is still of course held by someone else unless I choose to usurp it, which I might not be able to anyway. Alright, so the Emirate of Damascus is currently held by Amir, who is actually the Sultan. And I can't usurp it because he's at war. Oh right, yes, I've forgotten that rule. So I think we should go to war with this guy, even though he, or rather this guy, even though he only controls that one county of Palmyra, because that gets us like a foothold further east, and we might be able to do something much more fun with that county than we can with the more western ones. I think let's actually look at the de jure duchy structure. Right, so actually no, if we take anything in Mudar... Oh yes, so then we could go to war with the Najidids for Mudar rather than for Palmyra, and that would then get us close to Baghdad. Yeah, that seems like a plan. Okay. Do we keep the... Let's let the Knights Templar have the advantage over over mercenaries that they don't cost cash to raise. They just cost piety, which I don't really have any other use for. So I think I should dismiss the Templars for now, because I've got plenty of troops of my own. And then I can re-raise the Templars when I need them. Oh, he's Zikri. That's even better. No one's going to come and defend him. No, the Templars don't dislike me. They just dislike my vassal, I suspect. You know, he still has a pretty high opinion of me. Actually, one of the fiddly things is to see if you can work out a way to vassalize him, but don't think I can do that because he's a... They did make a defensive alliance against me, yes, but I think I can still hire them even when they do that.
You probably can't hire them if you've gone to war against their defensive alliance, but they're
yes.
not part of that defensive alliance, then you can perfectly well
More peasant revolts. I will continue to leave the peasant revolts. To their own devices. Stomp into Druze. Oh, we are going to be over the supply limit if we do that. What's the supply limit there? That one's okay, right? Well, let's not go so far then. Let's just go to there. Patience is a virtue, but sometimes it gets on my nerves. Yeah, but I think we think patience is generally good in. And growth gets you +3 martial on the other hand. But the thing is that thanking the Lord only gives me a 10% chance of making her Roth, whereas making her patient will work, and we don't really want her to be neither Roth nor patient. Let's take patience. Yeah. Our wars ended because the rebellion ended. Oh, is this... Oh, that's probably... Erdwolf is known as the short-tempered, and I've become Baroness of Everywhere.
Very important question. Where are you trying to go towards? Because, of course, with Simon not here, you've not just gone on the screen, since I wasn't here either.
Well, we can arrange to show you, but I'm mostly heading east.
Okay, right.
I've taken Damascus.
Uh-huh.
So I now have a truce with the Banu Furat Sultanate, who are the people who occupy most of the area around me, and whose capital appears to be what? I don't know. Why is that focusing? Though they do have territory there. Surely that's not their capital. No, that's just a random mosque. Anyway, they've lost Damascus, but they still control some of Syria, so I can't immediately usurp the kingdom off them. But getting Damascus got me close enough to start going after the territory held by the Ifrinids. Ifrinids? No. Najidids. And I tried to go after a Najidid revolt, but the Najidid revolt ended before I could get my troops there. So now we will have to deal with the Najidids proper, who do have 11,000 troops. Maybe we want to bring the Knights Templar along for this one. They appear to have got back up to full strength now. But even then, the Holy War for Palmyra is obviously the more sensible thing than the claim on Gallic, even though I thought the claim on Gallic was going to turn out to be useful. I should probably find someone to actually make into, Duke of these various places soon. But let's take on the Najidids first. Okay, is my personal levy hugely squashed by my being wildly over my domain limit? I think it might be. Sorry, if we bring in the Knights Templar as well, we'll be alright, and then we can fix this all later. I kind of don't want to go giving away titles right now because I would like accursed heathens, the Zikri heresy has appeared in the county of Tyrus. More upgrades to build. Some other guy has joined that war. We have slightly better noble customs, but I should probably organise things a bit better. Actually, since I'm about to claim yet more territory, maybe I should appoint someone as like Duke of Damascus. Let's see if I can find a good claimant on some nearby thing.
I've got claims for you.
Yes, I wrote that wrong.
So,
This guy has a strong claim on the Duchy of Obsikion. Is Obsikion actually where in an area I care about? De jure, not at all. De facto, it controls that patch. Is that part of the Near East? Yes. I mean, I'm not sure I want to go to war with the Byzantine Empire, but let's put ourselves in a position where if that becomes part of a revolt, we can take it. Just going, do I really want to give this guy a whole duchy? It's pretty terrible. We could just give him one of the border counties and keep some of the rest to ourselves. Find other people to give the other titles to. Oh, I should have demanded religious conversion. Oh, I can't. I'm at war. Oh well. That will be a bit weird. So where else might there be that we want claimants on? Can we find a claimant on the Duchy of Sinai? We can. We can find two of them. Well, I've got plenty of counties to spare. curiously, the claimants on most of the neighbouring emirates are probably not going to be, oh dear, over the supply limit there. Let's split off some people. No, not both of them. Thank you, that wasn't really who I wanted you to convert, but... there are 11,000 enemy troops on their way. Make sure that we have some sensible people leading this army. We've got Gerhild in the centre, and she's a desert expert, and we're in a desert, and we have a defensive advantage, so we might be okay. Except she has no troops in the centre. What? Oh well, we'll sort that out when this lot arrive. We've got an organiser there, so they'll arrive fairly quickly. They're expecting to arrive on the 29th. They're not going to arrive until the 2nd of May. So that should be fine. They've changed their mind. That's fine, we've actually got enough supply limit in this county. They are accumulating more troops. Maybe I do need to bring in my vassals. Maybe I need to find some more claimants on interesting places, but I may be running out of those. You also need this patch. Okay, what's this guy then? King of Assyria. I mean, claimants on the kingdom are not very helpful to me. And none of them will join my court. But maybe we can get claimants on duchies or something. Oh, there's a claimant on the Duchy of Mosul. Quite a few people. Right, I'm going to raise my vassals and accept the unpopularity that comes from that.
Are you still ridiculously rich and have to spend all on stuff?
I'm pretty rich. I mean, I'm currently paying the Knights Templar.
Well, if people can definitely, they will definitely ensure that you won't be rich forever, but you can look at them way with that.
Keep forgetting that I should probably convert Orthodox people before I oh, except I can't because I'm at war. Yes. There. I just lost the Knights Templar. What? The Knights Templar suddenly decided they weren't being employed by me anymore. Which is, like, quite bad for my troop numbers.
Has your piety dropped too low or something?
Nah, I've got 7,500 piety and 8,500 money.
Okay. Gosh, I didn't. Maybe their ruler can call them back to defend. But
I don't think they're independent. And I think I can still hire them. But this has a slightly unfortunate consequence that my army now only has 3,700 people in it. Which, like, I don't know that even Gerhild's brilliance on the battlefield and in the desert is going to save her. Maybe she can run away. Yes, happily, she can abandon this siege and run away faster than the opposition can catch her. Let's go that way instead, because that's moving directly away from the enemy. No! That way, and then that way, and then that way. And by then we'll probably have the vassal armies up to wherever we want them. Fairly sure I didn't accidentally dismiss the Templars. Right. Well, I'm sure we can sort this out. In particular, I could just rehire the Templars.
it's true. I mean, it will cost.
But the nice thing is that the one-off cost is only piety, which is not very useful. So the current situation is that I have 11,000 troops-ish. Yeah, I think I do want the Templars helping me, so let's rehire them. Let's also raise some vassals for these weird places so that they get out of my domain limit, because then actually it turns out that I could perfectly well have kept at least one more county. Apparently everyone's heading for Palmyra now. There's only a 7,000 supply limit in Palmyra. Let's not do that. No. Please stop converting random subjects.
Just sanity check while you're there that they are being converted to the correct religion.
Thank you. I think he said Catholic, so yes. Yeah, my court chaplain is Catholic.
Good. I did find that if I had a lot of unexpected ones, it often turned out that I'd screwed up. Or that they'd secretly become a heretic while I wasn't looking. And, yes. I did manage to have a Christian court chaplain for a while, court imam for a while when I was a Muslim, which was unusual. I kept wondering why all these pesky Christians were hanging around, but yes, turns out my court chaplain was the wrong religion.
Okay, it's probably quite important that I get these holy wars done quickly, because people keep joining them if I don't. Oops, is the supply limit really that low? It is, yes, okay.
Holy wars, I mean, unless you are, empire-sized yourself, are just as bad as taking on entire defensive pacts.
They're slower.
They're slightly slower, but they tend to be more persistent, and just when you think you're getting somewhere, suddenly another 5,000 troops pops up to make your day miserable. So the more you can blitzkrieg them, the better. I never liked holy warring for kingdoms unless I had overwhelming superiority. But I feel this is the Sun Tzu approach to tactics, really.
There's a convenient smallish army next door to me. I can give them a quick thrashing. The assassins scatter with the fall of their last fortress, the Hashashin. The notorious assassin order has been scattered to the winds. The few remaining members of the order have gone into hiding, biding their time in the vain hope that they will one day be able to resume their work. Their demise was inevitable. Meanwhile, one of my vassals is trying to revoke something from another of my vassals. Right, 2% war score from a quick battle. Do we now just sit here in Rabat and besiege that? Or do we head back to the territory we actually want? I think we head back to the territory we actually want. My daughter Ansa has a tender and loving soul, trusting everyone in the castle. I fear that she will get hurt someday. So we can cause her to remain kind, which is good for vassal opinion, not so good for personal combat skill or intrigue. Or we can give her a tender back in the hope that she will become less kind and more envious. Envious, I mean, gets you personal combat skill, but I mean, liege opinion doesn't really matter. Kind is good for vassal opinion. And like, let's head in the direction of envious for no very good reason. Doesn't seem to have done much good. She's still kind.
Problem with children, isn't it? Cool,
That peasant revolt is not doing much good because it's too small to actually besiege anything. Peasants have revolted in Jaffa again.
Is it a religious problem or something?
Well, yes. I'm a Crusader Queen. Much of my territory is
Still fundamentally,
yes, bright green.
yeah.
The lady almost ran me down as I entered the hall. Tearfully, she told me that my daughter Ansa had insulted her again. So, but my dear lady, you are fat. Lose 5 prestige. Ansa becomes honest, which is not brilliantly useful. Princess Ansa's opinion of Queen Gerhild improves. Cause her to lose the trait honest. Punish her for her insults, which might cause her to become disloyal. Not disloyal, deceitful. Let's take the middle way. The bishopric, and it's a bishopric in this otherwise Muslim county, is currently controlled by the Byzantine Empire. We have a keep in Ramallah. Let us build an improved camel riding ground in Ramallah. Should also build things in our other castles. I don't remember where they all are. Maybe I've actually handed most of them over to other people. Castle of Lafèvre. The Knights Templar have established a new holding in the county of Tiberias. Permission to settle there was granted to them by the noble Countess Gwenbrith of Tiberias. The mighty castle will henceforth be known as Lafèvre. Where is Tiberias? Tiberias, then. All right, it's another one of my... Right, there's now a new barony there, held by the Knights Templar. Well, we'll see how long that one lasts before someone steals it off them. Got quite a lot of people on the other side of this holy war now. We should really try to win it. Another peasant revolt. More tech points. I'm not going to break off a siege now. That siege is almost done. Another attempt at forming a defensive pact. From the Knights Templar, who are, I suppose, like my nearest neighbours in that their capital is inside my kingdom. Oh, the Count of Karak has declared a holy war on the Banalfarat Sultanate. Well, that's bold. Oh, the Knights Templar do have their own troops kicking around. Maybe a bit too brave. Now basically assaulting everywhere. I'll wait for the other troops to arrive there before I do that one. Go. In the hope that this will get me to 100% war score before anything exciting happens. There we are. We surrender under these terms. Accept. Right. So that's another patch of territory occupied by the Kingdom of Jerusalem. And, well, I think we may as well dismiss that lot at least for now. Meanwhile, I should dismiss at least my own levies. How annoying, I don't have a useful casus belli against the Byzantine revolt.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find a claimant to that county.
Before it unrolls itself.
None of them wants to join my court. Oh, hang on, is that part of the Duchy of Palmyra? Yes. And I can create the Duchy of Palmyra. Right, okay. Of course, the Knights Templar won't be much good against the Byzantine Empire, will they? Because they're not a religious enemy. So I think we disband the Knights Templar, create the Duchy of Palmyra, fill all of these with random newly created vassals. To get myself back down to my domain limit. Still a bit short on my own troops. My hope is that the Byzantine revolt is a bit busy fighting the Byzantine Empire, which is after all what it's for. And will be quite relaxed about a de jure claim on Bostra. Actually, maybe I should dismiss the vassal troops for now. And see what comes of this. We have a couple of peasant revolts going on. I'm mostly hoping my vassals will deal with them. Like, if they're in a vassal's territory, it's really the vassal's job to fix the problem. Should see if I can get any good siege leaders. No. No good siege leaders available. There are no siege leaders available at all. See, there's a vassal dealing with, well, trying to deal with a peasant revolt. They're actually going to lose that battle, which will be a bit embarrassing for them. Oh no, they're not. Yeah, okay, that's not us. improve the stables in Shaba. Generally throwing money at making my realm better where possible. On which subject, how's this getting along? Over halfway through the first stage of the gardens.
It's your current goal.
Yes, my ambition is to have a level 2 great work. Oh, we seem to have lost a commander. Well, we better invite a fresh one then. We only have one organiser and one siege leader at the moment, but this is going to be a bit dependent on what we can get. Yeah, we can't get either. No holy warriors at the top of the list. So let's invite the steward of Sardis.
I think people find it is the sort of moral equivalent of LinkedIn here.
It's going, do I just give him a barony or something? Now let's send him 15 gold. County of Madaba has been converted. Is that the one I'd actually sent him to convert? No, surely you would have sent me a message if that had happened. Ah, there he is. He's sorted it. Good. County of Durham has been converted. No, not that Durham. As has my new commander. Yes, I should look around. Oh no, I'm still... Well, why could I ask him to convert? Am I not allowed to ask landed characters to convert or something? Possibly. Another attempt at turning herself honest from Answer. Let's have a quick look and see if we can find her a genius husband yet. Oops, pause. There are plenty of... Oh! There's a 16-year-old genius who would join my court. Oh, I mean, he might be alright. Sure, we can find a use for him anyway. There's a Byzantine revolt army on the way. That's a bit of a problem. Hoping we'd be able to get that siege done before they arrived. Well, actually, sod it. Let's assault now and hope that we do get that siege done before they arrive. Like, might not be an entirely sane approach to the problem. I think it lost us a commander. So, quick check. Can we now run away fast enough? Oh, we had our organiser there rather than our siege leader. That was stupid. Right, we cannot run away fast enough. So instead, let's just try to get more arrow fodder in. See what we can accomplish. Right, while weirdly it's Answer's grandmother who gets to decide who she marries, she likes me and is quite happy for Answer to marry this convenient genius I've turned up matrilineally. So let us quickly organise that betrothal just in case an embarrassing death happens to Gerhild in this battle. I mean, she could run away, could teleport herself out of the battle. But that does feel like cheating, really.
You technically should teleport out just before the battle.
Yes.
Once the battle started, yes. Yeah.
No, sadly, this is not going to be a win for Gerhild. Kind of going, will 200 extra troops make any difference at all? Not really, no. Right, we will hold there then. I think Gerhild has survived the battle. They very rapidly besieged it back, and oh look, the Byzantine Empire army has just turned up to meet the revolt army in that county. Right, well let's let those two, who are very pleasantly balanced, slaughter one another on the fields of Bostra. And once they've finished slaughtering one another, we'll go back in there again. because I presume the revolt army, the problem is the Empire army may well now stick around, and Prince Siward of England has usurped the title County of Tiberius from Gwenbrith the usurper. Hang on, was it Prince Siward who then tried to kick out the Templars? Is he going to do that again? Wish he would stop. Because the Templars have a castle in Tiberius now. Oh good, the Byzantine Empire is leaving Bostra, which means we can march in there and occupy it. Oh, I've just found 444 spare troops. Pink Beast asks, where are those 1975 troops going? I think those were the army that was fleeing from the Battle of Bostra, or not of Bostra, but of wherever it was. Java. Let's make sure we've actually got our siege leader doing this siege. I don't think we need to worry about the revolt losing its war against the Empire yet. That's good. County of Jaffa has been converted. That's nice. It's an Empire army. Why are they coming this way? That worries me. Like, surely they're not planning to occupy Bostra. That would be foolish. The anti-papacy of Pope Alexander II has ended. It's a pity because, like, he was actually a member of the House of Di Spoleto. Empress Mechthild the Apostle has set up Pope Jacob as an anti-pope. Named Pope Innocentius II. Right, okay. The Empress of Italia likes her anti-popes.
Presumably she's hoping for a pope explosion or something.
What is the plan?
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock on the Stoke stuff. I summarise.
We besieged Adra.
And 4 o'clock warm on account of the fact that while it's meant to be sunny tomorrow afternoon, 9 degrees Celsius is not exactly very warm.
So we have occupation. Where do we go now then? Probably to the nearest patch to our territory so we can get them out again if necessary. Oh, that has a rather low supply limit. Oh, there's a smallish revolt army. Charge! Yeah, we're quite happy to take you on your own territory or rather on the Empire's territory if that's what you want. I mean, assuming you don't have a sneaky army hiding behind you. Oh, heck. No, I don't want to get into that battle. So I don't want to end up in a fight with the Empire. I can't remember how this works. I think what happens is my army ends up waiting for the other battle to finish. Well, let's see if we can back out of it. Yes, we can. Good. Because while they're busy distracted fighting one another, we get the hell out of that province. Right, that was probably the wrong way to go, actually. I should have gone into revolt territory. Let's head for some revolt territory. And give ourselves an organiser so that we get there as quickly as we can. Someone else has declared holy war on Banal Farat Sultanate. Actually, I think I should move my Chancellor to improve diplomatic relations with someone. There's the county of Hebron. That one, no. That's that one. He seems to have a fairly low opinion of me. The revolt army is fleeing. Oh dear, is there there's a terribly low supply limit there. No, don't do that. We are slowly accumulating war score simply by sitting in Bostra. Sorry, Bostra. Oh, come on. Okay, so only 15,000 troops are turning up here. So possibly if I'm really well organised, I could fight them off. But the thing is, I don't want to. I don't want to battle with the Byzantine Empire because I get no war score for beating the Byzantine Empire. We've already got Athelrad in charge there, so let's see if we can escape that battle. We can. But not in that direction. Let us engage in a complicated dance. Continue pouring money into improving our facilities. I mean, this silly situation of having to like scatter in order to avoid accidentally running into the Byzantine Empire army, and they don't really want to fight me, and I definitely don't want to fight them. I do want to fight the revolt, but they're in mountains there. So if I'm going to do that, I need to bring an awful lot of troops in. Where are they going now? They're heading to Melitene, which is also mountains. No, don't go that way. Oh dear. Excellent, we've improved Count Simon of Hebron's opinion of us. So they're heading for Aintab. Get that lot into Tel Bashir again. So let's work out whether we can... So we can get to Aintab before them. It takes us until the 6th of April. They're going to only be there on the 7th, so we do need to move now if we want to do that. Though there's a good chance that they'll stop that move if they see that we're heading there. That's kind of okay. Yeah, okay, you're doing quite nicely on him. But frankly, he needs it. Don't know why the revolt was willing to have this battle. I could have sworn I heard the enemy commander Amias barking orders, but as I searched the mountains, he is nowhere to be found. Fellow soldier finally informs me that he has been spotted cowering in the far back behind a dry tree trunk and most disgracefully behind his troops. Well, I better duel him as well then. I was chasing Amias through the mountains when Atzone shoved me aside, barking, "I'll take this one, my lady," clumsily swinging his great sword. Yes, because he's terrible compared to me. Oh my, how chivalrous. Well, he did all right, apparently. More stables. I think I've lost my court chaplain, that's a pity. Well, that would have been good for my war score. Today I was approached by my half-sister Bertilda. What's she doing here? Tsarina Bertilda of Bulgaria. Apparently she is worried that I am willingly starving myself to death with my current diet. Doesn't look like it. There's nothing wrong for a woman to have some curves, she assures me. Well, so I have a choice of listening or a 30% chance of becoming stressed while dismissing her advice. Let's dismiss it, I think. It's not the Tsarina of Bulgaria's business that I have not become stressed. Meanwhile, Litaverus died after a period of illness and I need a new court chaplain. We can probably do better than that. There was a guy there who looked like he might be an excellent chancellor. We might recruit him in a moment. I'd quite like a mystic. I don't know if mysticism is catching, but it would be helpful to be a mystic, given that then I might be able to get the Fountain of Youth. Maybe. Right, there's a guy with 28 diplomacy who would like to, who's willing to join my court. Yes, please. I mean, like, it's a pity I might have to fire the Duke of Ascalon, but... Oh, heck. Who's coming to join me here? Stop it! Bloody Byzantine Empire! Bloody Byzantine Empire. Oh! I was unpaused. That was bad. This is probably not going to go well. Actually, should we save them? Yeah, it's probably a good idea, isn't it? Except I can't get my organiser in. So this is just going to be a case of pile in there and hope that they can hold on long enough, which they probably can. Have we got anyone for him to marry? Because that will make him like me more. Marry with 60-year-old Eupraxia. Oh, it'll make him like me. Oh no. Oh, right. Yeah, that will presumably improve his opinion of me. Also appoint the genius Philibert de Capua and set him to work in Ascalon, I think. Not doing very well. That should make things a bit better on our side. I mean, like, this is mostly an unfortunate battle I didn't want to be in, but like, if I'm going to be in a battle, I may as well win it. Riding through the desert, I see a group of pompous soldiers, the Scholae Palatinae apparently, coming for my units, weapons raised. When they are finished with us, all my men are dead. I sink to my knees in the mud, wondering why I'm still here. Well, where is the enemy commander? I'll kill him myself. Oh, stop it, Atzone. I was chasing Georgios through the desert when Atzone shoved me aside, barking, "I'll take this one, my lady," vigorously swinging his short sword. Georgios of the Scholae Palatinae is killed, but sadly I don't get the credit. I keep forgetting. I think I might want to find the configuration option that means that have I actually won a decent battle in this one yet? Yes, I have. That means that we pause at the end of a battle. I'm fairly sure there is a setting for that. Let's see if I can find it. No, that's not the one I wanted. One of those things that's marginally annoying to set up. To find, rather. Message settings. Military. We won a land battle. Pause the game when we win or lose a land battle or a siege. I think that might make me less prone to being unpaused at critical moments. Why are we suffering? Oh, we're slightly over supply limit there, are we? Right. Oh, stop it! Sorry, we can probably win this one with a bit of... Well, maybe we can. That might be a bit optimistic. Well, let's see. Yeah, we might win this one. Right, and the game just paused, which is what I wanted to achieve. Well, one of the things I wanted to achieve. This lot can sit here and reinforce for a bit. These guys are apparently still over supply limit. Oh right, no, they're just out of supplies. They've been marching around in enemy territory for too long. That's fine. Why does no one want to ransom any prisoners these days? Okay, apparently there's nothing left to besiege here, because very little of it's actually controlled by the Byzantine revolt. Right, what's going on over there? That's still got some things controlled by the revolt. Thank you. Someone has paid a ransom. I don't actually want to besiege the county capital of the Byzantine Empire. Oh, I've got 100% war score. Excellent. Right. Well, that was a faffy war. And apparently we only got the county capital as well, which is a bit confusing. Oh well, it's territory. Actually, while we've got this lot here, let's just take on that inconvenient looking revolt, or peasant revolt. Alright, no, Bostra has ended up properly owned by us now. It was just a bit of confusion at the end of the war. I mean, I could grant him the Duchy of Palmyra. I think you get a bunch of other nice titles that I would like, that I'm currently controlling, though. I could just send him some cash, which would get him up to about 0. Which is not going to be enough. was the one I just dealt with, wasn't it? Yes. Is he my spy master? He is. I'm not a fan of the Duchess of Sinai trying to kill my spy master. So ask the Duchess of Sinai not to kill my spy master. Oh, we can hold a feast. Let's hold a feast. To the most illustrious Queen Gerhild, the good burghers of Dibin are barely able to pay their taxes. Dibin is a city I've just conquered, well, fairly recently. Our coffers are empty. I humbly ask that you lower the taxes for your cities. So I can disappoint all the mayors. I can reduce the taxes. I can use my high stewardship to bribe him, or I can use my high diplomacy to flatter and soothe. We'll flatter and soothe. It's cheap. And yes, right. Stop trying to kill my spy master. Pay for a feast. Oh, should I spend lavishly? No, let's spend enough. Right, we can dismiss. Dismiss that lot. Welcome to my feast. Oh, having returned from the battlefield, I still don't feel at home. My body is here, but my mind is still in Azaka. Sometimes I wonder if I died there and this is all a nightmare. Sometimes I cannot breathe. So, one option is I shall never be close to anyone again and become celibate. Which, like, might not be a bad idea. We've got an excellent heir. How long have I been ruling, incidentally? Getting there. Some solitude, that's all I need. Become depressed. No, we want to avoid depressed. Celibate is not a bad situation. Need to feel alive again. Come here, servant. Become drunkard and lustful. I mean, we lose chaste. Good for fertility and intrigue. Drunkard, pretty terrible for stewardship. Enough of these feelings, by God, I'll punch someone. Which probably gets you wroth and stressed. I think we'll go for celibate. I think answer will be an excellent heir. Jihad for Persia. The Sunni Caliph Zaid has decided to declare jihad on the depraved heathens of the Kingdom of Persia. He urges all righteous Sunni Muslims to partake in the righteous struggle against Maharaja Manvasina of the Pratihara Kingdom for the glory of Islam. Well, yes, that is kind of no concern of ours. In that he's going after the Hindus, I think. Let's just check up on what's going on there then. So that's the de jure Kingdom of Persia. Right, on to the message log. I don't seem to have the jihad message. Yes, that's all going on over here, and is indeed not really our concern at this stage. So we're now waiting for our... Everyone drank and was happy except Prince Seward. He did at least come. Who refused more wine. This insulting gesture means he does not appreciate my hospitality. Continue pouring money into my... last of the guests have returned home. Pouring money into my infrastructure. Right, so where are we now with who we can holy war for what? So the Banu Farhat Sultanate, whose capital I still don't seem to be able to find. Has a new sultan. Excellent. So, were I to decide to continue taking over Syria, I could totally do so. That is the only casus belli I've got for them, isn't it? Essentially, various holy wars, and I think I should head northwards and get this patch. Fadil of the Najidids, yes, I still have a truce with. It's a pity, because otherwise I would edge further eastwards and take Mudar. This guy, I think I do not have a casus belli, indeed. And, well, I mean, since we still haven't penetrated through to the Red Sea, we're not going to do very well there either. There seems to be a lot of other holy wars going on up here. Means we're probably... Actually, is the... Yeah, we may want to be a bit careful about what holy wars are underway already. Like if we were going to try to take the Emirate of Tripoli. Still can't find the capital. Are any of these wars for Tripoli? The answer is yes. The Count of Beirut is currently involved in one. Though losing it catastrophically. Sadly, that's not a war I can join. But thus I don't need to worry about that one. So that will probably be the next war, but not tonight. I'm a commander down. Let's fix the command. I'm 2 commanders down. Let's definitely fix the commander problem. Don't actually require you to be unmarried to be a commander. Oh, well, we'll have you. And we'll have you, a 24 siege leader, 21 organiser. Any other really good siege leaders or organisers? The 15 siege leader. We've already got a 14 siege leader. I don't think we need to do better than that. We should actually get our court chaplain doing something useful as well. Right, there we are. Let's wait for those two to arrive and appoint them as commanders, so I'm not surprised when they turn up next session. Actually, is he good enough to be my marshal? No. 23 versus 24. He should probably, ideally, be my marshal, but no, let's not do that for now because it'll cause me confusion. I don't actually have anyone lying around for you to marry. You're really quite ill-disposed towards me. Would you like lots of money? Maybe. There we go. That's an emirate we really want to try to take. Right, that's sorted out my commanders. My commanders are now all Catholic. So, we have somewhat enlarged the Kingdom of Jerusalem. It's still alarmingly Muslim, but we're working on fixing that. I should just check if there's anyone else I need to ask to convert. Yeah, I'm pretty doomed with him, I think. most people involved are Catholic now, so that's probably for the best. We have a random Nestorian county up here. Not very odd. Right, well, we will continue heading eastwards probably, but not tonight. I think everything is reasonably well organised, and I can now say good night. Good night.